If you've ever hesitated to crop a favourite photo or felt intimidated combining cut files with a pre-made base, then this video is for you. Welcome back everyone. Today we're taking a cosy seasonal favourite, apple pie with fresh whipped cream, and building a rich layered layout that is way easier to create than it looks. I'm going to show you how to crop your photos to capture the absolute best shot, plus how to layer cut files seamlessly over a pre-made background. You do not need to be an expert to pull this one off. You've got this. I know you have. Grab your favourite beverage, hit that subscribe button, and if you love scrapbooking with me, let's get right into the process. Hi everyone, it's Kathy here, and we're doing Tasty Tuesday, and this is my hop. So as I said, I'm showing you how to cut down these photos, and you can see how I'm using just the best of some of them. I don't know if your family's like mine, but they can never, ever all stand still and take the photo well at once. So I had that photo there where my son-in-law was looking and my daughter was looking, and just like that, I have cut them down, backed them onto black cardstock, and now I can use them to create reasonable photos. I chucked away the ones that I didn't need because, you know, we don't need that excess stuff. I then have this cut file here of an arrow because my whole idea was that I was going to just like have a, you know, all of this comes together to create this type of vibe for the layout. And I am using a pre-made base. Now, I made this base last year to be used, but I never got around to using it. So I thought this was the perfect one when I saw the colors. And I thought, how wonderful does that actually match with my photos? So I've cheated a little bit by having my pre-made base ready, and then all I've had to do is cut the cut file, which is the arrow, and I also cut my title, and you can hear the star of the show of this layout, Ivy, Miss Ivy, in the background. So I do apologize for that, but you get that when you've got a busy house, and I get to share it with you here live on my videos. So anyway, as I said, this is a pre-made base. I will find the video or the playlist where you can go back and watch all the videos where I make my pre-made bases. And then I am just capturing my family favorite. We go to this place at Bilpin, which is up in the mountains, every autumn, and it's the grapefruit bowl, and they have fresh apple pie made by apples that they have picked from the orchard right outside the shop. So the apple pie there is delightful. Now, I know you can have apple pie any time of the year, but for us, Bilpin and apple pie is synonymous with, you know, autumn come winter. So this is what I wanted to capture on this layout. But I also wanted to capture, and this is a double pun with my title, the warm comfort in the fact that Miss Ivy, our little star there, she's a warm comfort to my daughter, who is holding her in front because she's her emotional safety dog, and wearing her very best clothing, her cheetah skinned outdoor jacket. She was in warm comfort as well. So that's how the title came about for this. And there she is there. She's the star. See, I even had to wait till I could get a photo of her looking at the camera. So as I can say, it's not easy getting everybody looking at once. So even the photo where I got all the three people at the very top looking, Ivy's not. Oh, but anyway, that's what it is when you take family photos, isn't it? So this is a photo of two of my daughters and my son-in-law, and of course Miss Ivy, and of course down the bottom we had that yummy fresh apple pie. It just melts in your mouth, seriously guys, and fresh whipped cream. That is definitely warm comfort on a cold day. And trust me, up in Bilpin in that time of the year, it is quite cool, as you can tell by the clothing that we're wearing. It's not our normal summer gear. We actually have dragged on jackets and scarves and jumpers to keep warm, and have ventured out to have our special treat for the year. All right, so when I created this base, I also had these butterflies, and I wanted to use them on the layout because they match the color so well. So I'm just putting those in for no other particular reason, the fact that they are butterflies and they're the autumnal colors that I wanted on this layout, and I do like the effect they have. It's just showing you that, you know, you can turn into a butterfly from your warm comfort as a caterpillar, and that's why I've put it there for no other reason other than that sometimes You see the caterpillars in the apples because they're in there, the worms in the apples. But that's another story. So I'm popping them down in 3 places around the layout. And I'm now playing with some florals that I fussy cut from whatever was on my desk. And I'm starting to use whatever's on my desk because, trust me, around my desk there is so many pieces that need to be cut, put up and put onto layouts so that I can start clearing out all of the stash that I have accumulated over time. So these florals are from a piece of paper from, I think it's Minte, and I'm just cutting them out and using them for this one. And because they also marry nicely with the colours in the photo, so it just fits beautifully. And I'm just playing around, or auditioning as Ronna likes to call it, where the flowers are going to sit on my layout before I actually glue them down. Now I end up moving them all totally because I want to just keep my 3 strategic clusters, so that allows me to build my 3 corners of my visual triangle, and also to bulk up just in 3 points so your eye is actually not overly stimulated on the layout and the photos still take pride and center as the main part of the whole overall view. So now that I'm happy with that, I can glue it down. Trust me, I have a love-hate relationship with glue. Sometimes I get it well, sometimes I don't. Sometimes I ended up with all over my photos, which you can see if you look really close to these. I've got a couple of dots throughout the photos, but that's okay. They're digital. I can always reprint them if it really bothers me, which it doesn't. I know it does other people, but it doesn't bother me. If you get a bit of glue on your layout where it's not supposed to go, does that really bother you? Let me know in the comments down below. I like to know about other scrapbookers and their feelings about their layouts and how they put them together. I'm not a perfectionist by any means. There is no perfection in this lady. It's slap it on and get it working. I do get annoyed with myself because I am not like that. Because when my friend does it and she's a perfectionist, I always think, oh, how fantastic her layouts look. And I should have been able to do mine exactly the same as that. But no. Anywho, that's how it works in my household. Near enough is good enough. And I've got so many layouts to do and so many photos to do that if I'm going to be a perfectionist, I'm getting nothing done. All right, so I am now using my favorite punch. You know I love this one. It's a Martha Stewart one, and it is a leaf punch. I love it. It allows me to bulk up my clusters easily, and I've used the brown that I used to cut my title from, and that's just drawing all the colors together and just making those yellows, blues and browns from the photos really pop. And because I have such lush green in the background, these photos stay front and center on this layout, and I'm liking how it's coming together. I am so excited, as I said before, that my Cricut is set up permanently now. It was just easy to just lean over, press the button and print and cut. Well, actually I didn't print, I just cut. And I do love how this has turned out. Pre-made base, easy peasy, you can do it. Have them in your stash, people. Just use up your scraps, create some bases, and let me know in the comments below. Do you want to see me use up some stash and make some more bases ready for the end of the year hop, but also to have in my stash? If you do, let me know in the comments down below, because, you know, I can easily do more of those videos for you. How to use up all those leftovers. And trust me, I have thousands and thousands and thousands of leftovers. It's crazy how much I've got left lying around. So here's my layout. I love it. Tasty Tuesday. It's my hop. We do it at the last Tuesday of the month. Go and check out everybody on the playlist. I'm really excited for those people that still play along. If you want to join me and you want to do a layout yourself and show me your warm comforts or your cool comfort foods, go and share it over on my Facebook page. I'd be more than happy for you to come along to Kathy Loves Scrap on Facebook and share your layouts with me. That's the best way to build our community. So thank you for watching once again. Don't forget, there is a full playlist link below. Go and leave some love with everybody. And I appreciate you coming here to watch every day. I'm glad you stuck it out to the end. Let me know which bit you like on this layout. I'll always get back to you in my comments, because you are what makes this channel work. So thanks once again. Stay creative, friends, and as promised, here's my next video for you, and I'll see you over there real soon. Oh, and before I go, don't forget, like, hype and subscribe.